Well, why not just do some window dressing when it comes to selling your business? And what I mean by that is, let's tart it up, let's just do some quick fixes to increase the profit, reduce the expenses, perhaps push some projects out into the future which won't affect the immediate profit. This is a typical reaction of a lot of business owners who are suddenly faced with the prospect of selling their company, and they want to get it over with quick. And what they believe they can do is to jack up the profits in the short term and hope that this will translate into the EBIT multiple so they can get a higher value on their business. So the normal strategies are to delay expenditure, to reduce costs which have no short-term effect, such as public relations or marketing or research and expenditure, perhaps delay some refurbishment of equipment or premises. In other words, push out expenses into the future so that today's profits are increased. This, in my opinion, is an absolute mistake, because the smart buyer, the intelligent buyer, is looking for these adjustments. And when they find them, what they will do is they'll reverse those changes back into the accounts, thereby reducing profits. But more particularly, what's happening is that they're aware that they may not have found all of them. They're also aware of the fact that the business owner has tried to put a misrepresentation across in terms of the profitability and the potential of the business. And so in actual fact, not only are they going to reverse these changes back and thereby bring profit back into line with perhaps what it was before, but they're also going to now discount that future profit because they're not sure that they've found everything. So what happens in the end is, not only does your profit revert back, but in fact the valuation will decrease because the smart buyer will now discount the future potential of the business. In the end, you're much worse off. So any changes that you make to your revenue and to your expenses should be on a sustainable basis, and you should be able to prove to the buyer that any adjustment that you made or any changes that you made which reduce expenses or pump up profits are in fact sustainable over the long term. And you need evidence behind that in order to show that that's the case. And that is the only adjustments that you should be making shortly before you sell your business.